science business comes along and says, we need an ELM, stroke LIMS, stroke data management solution, stroke instrument integration solution, stroke whatever you deliver. We go, okay, we'll get you one of those. We go off, we get one of those, we put it into the lab, we put it into the environment, and the scientists go, it's not quite what I was thinking. So I'm looking for nods. Yes? Been in that situation? Yep. No, liar. Yes. So part of what we're going to talk about today is perhaps just to think about this a little bit different. A little bit different in terms of how do we then ask questions about what is it you're trying to do and some of the areas that you can think about potentially. So we're just sharing our experience and an understanding of the problems. But at the moment, everybody talks about digital transformation, they talk about AI, they talk about machine learning. The talk before was absolutely fantastic. Loved the fact that we're seeing innovative use of technology to change the way maybe we interact with our data, where we interact with our science. But what often people try to do is jump too many of these steps that are in the slide behind me and say, right, we're going to go from paper and we're going to go and try and get to all the way onto level 6 or level 5. And we're going to do that in one click of the fingers, one magic wand wave, because that's what the business is looking for, that's what the senior leadership are looking for, and saying, well, why can't we do that? Why can't we be in this digital product management utopia? But the problem is, we're all down here. We're all down here. We're in paper. We're in Excel. We're in PowerPoint. We're in Word. We're even in chat. We could be in all of these places. So the first kind of approach or thinking that we ask people to think about, and question them on is, where are you? Where are you now? Because you may have this lofty ambition to be over here, but if you're too far away from it, then you're going to have to go through a number of steps, a number of stages of transformation. So asking those questions, understanding where the organisation is fundamental to being able to deliver the value. If you can't deliver the value to the business, they turn around when you deliver the insert products category or whatever it is you want to go, we've just spent 15 million on that, doesn't work, not very happy, and everybody's a little bit edgy. So some of the categories that you might want to consider here, and I use this phrase PDOT, and it stands for process, data, organisation, and technology. And they're kind of hierarchical as well. So one really important factor is understanding what it is you're trying to solve with your technology. So the process is the fundamental working of how the lab works, how the scientists work, how the business works. And so if you don't understand the process, and you don't investigate that, document it, understand how that process then links to data, and everyone's saying that data is really important, but data is a derivative of the process. It's the process that's the key here. Right? So we get our process, then we understand how the data all fits together. How does the data traverse through that process? How can I streamline that? How can I enable that? How can I have digital science? Because I want to understand information about the sample, information about whatever's going on. I need that. We come into then data models, semantic layers, all sorts of cool stuff there. The next one is sometimes a difficult conversation to have with the various colleagues, is your organisation capable of delivering the transformation? And so you'll find at the moment, everyone's happy in the lab, they're all moving samples around manually, they're all running around with bits of paper and stuff like that. Everyone's busy, engaged, everyone's happy. But if you transform, what do you need from an organizational perspective to deliver that transformation? So that means maybe it's a data steward, someone who can help. The previous talk was talking about having someone sitting with you while you're doing the data analysis. So at least someone with expertise, someone who owns the data quality or the data structures, who can deal with the issues, but it's not coming as a ticket to a kind of centralized organization, it's coming to someone in the lab who can help. So is your organization ready? And then it's the final one, is the technology. Now often we start at the technology, that's my question. Does everyone, we want it then or games or this? Everyone goes into the technology and we try and come back the other way. But the technology discussion and decision is the easiest one. I had a conversation last night over dinner. It was, oh well, we've got all this technology, but that's the easy problem to solve when you know the problem you're trying to solve. The technology is going so fast, the availability to us as informatics or as IT or as a business has gone through the roof. So technology is the last thing to come into this. And so we'll talk a little bit more about that. So I'm going to hand over to Kristina. I'm going to talk a little bit